Okay, so problem number 9 on factoring trinomials with a greater than 1 says 15n squared minus 27 minus 6. So you would put it in the box. And the first term goes in the first box, so that's 15n squared, and the last term goes in the last box. And then you start factoring. But instead of putting 6 right here, we have to multiply 15 times 6, and that gives us 90. So we need factors of 90. I have 1 times 90, I have 2 times 45, I have 3 times 30, 5 times, you do 90 divided by 5, that gives you 18, and then 90 divided by 6 gives you 15. So 5 times 18 and 6 times 15. 5 times 18 and 6 times 15. And then 9 times 10. Which one of those gives you a sum or a difference of the middle term, which is 27? We get it from the middle term. I forgot the n right there. So that would be 3 and 30 if you subtract them. So I would put 3n in one of the boxes, and I would put 30n in the other box. And then you think about how can you make these two terms give you a negative 27. That would be if you make the 30 a negative and the 3 a positive. So then you think of, so on here, for sure I know that I'm going to put n times n, because n times n gives you n squared, but I need two numbers that multiply and give you 15 as well. But this number, both of these numbers need to be able to be divided by it. So both of them can be divided by 3, and both of these numbers can be divided by 5. 3n times 5n does give you 15n squared. 3n times what number gives you 3n? That would be a positive 1. 5n times what number gives you a negative 30n? That would be a negative 6. And then just make sure that everything does work. 5n times 3n is 15n squared. 3n times 1 is positive 3n. Negative 6 times 5 is a negative 30n. And negative 6 times 1 is a negative 6. When you combine these two, they gave you a negative 27. So we're good. And the answer would be 3n minus 6 and 5n plus 1. So these are the factors. The thing is, whenever you go on Schoology to check your answers, that's not what they have. And that's because you can still factor this one out. Both of these numbers can be divided by 3, so you can take out a 3. When you take out a 3 of this one, it becomes a 1. And when you take out a 3 of this one, when you divide by 3, that gives you 2. So what they gave you on Schoology as the answer would be 3 parentheses n minus 2 and 5n plus 1. Because they took out a factor. They took out a 3 from one of our factors. So that's why it looks a little bit different. But you could have left it just how you had it, 3n minus 6 and 5n plus 1.